Yo, it is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, we are going to be reacting to DBG's ranking the top 100 cards in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Now, obviously, DBG and I share a lot of different opinions, but I do respect his opinion quite a bit. So, haven't watched this video. I just kind of know DBG's tier list thoughts and all those types of things. So, it's going to be very intriguing to see who he has at number 100 and then just work our way up. He's going to be making some comments on some things that I see that I agree with and disagree with, so you guys get my opinions on everything as well. Now, before we dive any further into this video today, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smash that subscribe button. We're on the road to 80,000 subscribers. Also, a massive shout out to DBG for recording this very, very long video. Get your popcorn out, whatever you got to do. And let's hop right into it.
At number 100.
Let's see.
We have got Spencer Dinwiddie Amethyst.
I feel like DBG knew I was going to react to this because having Dinwiddie at number 100 is just crazy. What are the odds you put him exactly at number 100? I mean...
So Dinwiddie Amethyst is a 6'6" point guard. He plays a certain role really well. He shoots very well wide open. His release, he kind of hovers in the air, but it's greenable.
Nah, his release is really good on current
defensively.
Next gen, it's not.
He can play the Penny Hardaway role on defense. He plays
absolutely
lanes.
Can. He has an 89 speed.
If you're trying to use this guy on current gen, you can sometimes get away with these terrible defensive stats because of his speed makes up for it. On next gen, it doesn't.
He's way better on next gen than current gen, though, DBG. And his speed definitely makes up for it.
He's still got decent ball handle. He shoots the ball from kind of deep. He's a 6'6" point guard, but look, I think 100 is the right spot for him.
That's fine. I'm fine with him at 100 as long as he's on the list.
Number 99, we have got Amethyst Dennis Rodman.
People love this Dennis Rodman card for the longest
Dennis
time.
Rodman is he can shoot wide open. Does not, like, you can give him sniper. He comes with silver limitless spot up, but let's be real. Who's really shooting from limitless range with Dennis Rodman?
I mean, he got an 89 three ball, so he can.
Moderately good speed, good lateral quickness, a 57 steal. That is not great. He does have half rebound chaser.
I mean, my thing is this for Dennis Rodman. Why would you use him over ever Dikembe Mutombo? I mean, I just don't get it. I don't get
like,
that logic.
He came on the 8th of October. He was pretty good.
It just doesn't make sense to me, honestly.
Like, he came out early in Flash 2. He was actually not bad at all. But his jumper is set shot 17, which is really greenable. So slow. Like, you can very easily green with this release, especially with like Dikembe and Dennis Rodman. It's so slow. He's not going to dribble the ball too well. With that 66 ball handle, he's very undersized for playing
Rodman
center.
when he came out was fine, but at this point,
he's even undersized
like,
compared to George Mikan.
Why would you use
it? Rebound chase is good, but I mean, look, he does not have much else. Then we have got the guy that is one of the most underrated players that I despise coming up against, Kevin Huerter. So.
Kevin Huerter? Like, I listen.
Why is Kevin Huerter so hard to play against?
Dude.
He's got Deadeye. He's got limitless spot up. He's got sniper.
You wanted to complain about Spencer Dinwiddie's defense.
He's got catch and shoot. He's got blinder. He's got corner specialist. Terrible. He can get quick first step if you need to give it to him. He's got no defense at all. But he's at 84 speed, 84 acceleration, 90.
I don't agree with this one. I'm sorry. I don't agree with this one.
He's got Trae Young on quick with shifty dribble stop.
I don't agree with this one.
And the Scottie Pippen behind the back. This is one of the hardest guys to guard. He just goes left, right, left, right, left, right.
Hey, it's important to note now the left, right isn't
he's also
just,
got the normal leaner. So I've played against this guy. And yeah, most people using this guy suck, but I've played against really good players with this guy that just left, right cheese with shifty bursts and then just shoot fadeaways. And then if they don't shoot a fadeaway, they get an inch of space. He has Trae Young based on quick, so he shoots like Trae Young. His guy is like worst defensive, but 6'7" Trae Young. If Kevin Huerter had 85 lateral quickness and 80 steal and came with gold clamps.
That's a big if, though, because he doesn't even have it close to those
like,
stats.
I'm telling you, this is one of, if anything, for people saying that I'm putting him too high, if anything, I'm putting this card too low.
No, you're not. He has a 79 ball handle. Unless you have a really good coach or really good floor general, he's not even going to be able to handle the ball. 79 speed with ball is not great either. So
then at number 96, we have got Basketball John.
Not a card I've ever really used, so I can't really comment on this card.
96 speed, 96 acceleration. His stats are pretty much perfect except for his dunking. He's got limitless spot up on gold.
He's just 6'1".
His badges are crazy. He's a quick first step and goal. Half clamps. Half clamps does not matter on a 6'1" player. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
It's the truth. Why is this card ahead of Spencer
Pickpocket
Dinwiddie?
is
That's
good,
my
though.
only question.
But it's a really, really close one, in my opinion. There's a few guys that are... The next guys I'm going to go... Basically, up to 92, it's really close. It is preference. John Wall's dribble style is terrible. Behind him, that's all right. But his release is really, really quick. Basketball John's okay. Especially because of how cheap he is. I'll say it right now. He's okay. He's around like 10K. He's fine. He's perfectly fine.
If I run up against John Stockton, I'll close my eyes and play the game. Like, he is terrible.
We got Kuzi.
Kuzi's top 100.
Why do I have Kuzi ahead of Stockton? So
having Kuzi ahead of Spencer Dinwiddie is crazy.
Kuzi moves way better, and Kuzi's got a 6'8" wingspan.
Having him ahead of
releases way more bait than Stockton's release. Defensively, I don't know what it is about Kuzi. Even with his tendencies, he's only an 18 on-ball steal tendency. Kuzi plays solid defense. I think it must be his wingspan.
I mean, but it's like...
Even though his badges are worse, I've played with both.
He's not as good as Dinwiddie.
Even recently, I've played both of these in game. Kuzi feels slightly better, but honestly, there's nothing in it. There is nothing in it between these two guys and Kuzi. Then, this guy is the best of them all. I kind of have to put him on the list. But it's CP3.
Chris Paul is fine.
Like, CP3's dribble style is basically quick. He's at the exact same release.
I would say it's quick, but what is Chris Paul moving like now? I don't know.
Stockton.
And now it's just different because of the news.
Gold, where Stockton's like half badge, but he does have half mismatch expert, which is huge. And he can create more. With Stockton, I found even though he had the best release of them all, I found it hardest to create with him. And I don't know why. I felt like Chris Paul played better defense than Stockton. I have
CP3 does
these
play
guys,
good
and coming up against Chris Paul is just tough. I don't know what it is with the steal animations. Maybe it's the 90 on-ball steal tendency, but he strips everything. He's one of the toughest players to play against. But at the same time, maybe you could argue that he should be a little bit higher on the list, especially when I got this guy who's a position higher. And now, this is something I'm gonna stand by. I think Jalen Suggs at number 93 is a correct spot for him.
This is bad. He's not better at all in any way than Spencer Dinwiddie. And y'all can debate a tree. He's not better at all than Spencer Dinwiddie.
88 speed, 88 acceleration. He's got 84 lateral quickness. Yes, he can't get clamps, but he comes with pick dodger, interceptor on silver.
He's not better than
decent
Spencer
wingspan.
Dinwiddie. He's not
bronze,
on next
which
gen.
is upgraded quick first step.
Maybe between current gen and next gen he is.
He's got quick dribble style, which is even better than shifty.
Not anymore.
Base 108 on quick, which is a brilliant release. He's also got an 80 driving dunk.
It is subject to your own opinion, but I just think
he does more on the court. He's taller. He dunks the ball better. His jumper.
Just compare him to Dinwiddie, and I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
And he shoots the ball and he can create really well because of quick dribble style. I don't know. I think Suggs belongs on this list. I think Suggs is exceptional. Like if this Jalen Suggs card was an 89 overall Ruby, people would be going crazy about him. But
no, I wouldn't. I mean,
look, Tierney is not. I personally wouldn't be going crazy. Who's going to be very high on this list.
Do not ever speak with him and Jonathan Isaac in the same sentence, please.
I'm sticking with this. I'm happy with
Suggs is not like that. I'm sorry.
Or at this right.
He's not like that.
Then on number 92, we got Booker. We have got Devin Booker.
So this list was out before, obviously. It came out a few days ago, so it doesn't look like the newer Pink Diamond Devin Booker's in the game, who obviously would be higher.
Booker.
But if you still use the limited reward Devin Booker, it's fine. I mean, this dude is knocked down. The difference is he's not like...
I personally prefer Herder, but I've been cooked by Booker more than...
I've been cooked by Booker way more.
Base 4 on quick. Booker can't really dribble that well. There's just something about Booker. He just doesn't miss.
He doesn't.
Like, if anyone's ever played against Booker, you know.
Trust me, I know
There are only a couple of players in this game that you know they're scoring every time they shoot the ball. Drazen Petrovic, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, obviously. I've seen Korver miss more than I've seen Booker miss. Booker doesn't even need to shoot from his hot zones. He doesn't need higher than 88.3. He just doesn't miss. It doesn't even need to be green. Every white goes in with this guy. His defense is terrible. Honestly, is Herder better than him? Probably.
No.
Even Herder's got limited spot over.
Herder's not better than this card.
Herder can get defensive badges.
I've been cooked by Devin Booker multiple times, man.
There's just something about Booker.
The dude is good, man. I don't care.
92.
The dude's good.
And at 91, this is a card that I love.
No way you're putting Chris Mullen at 91.
Chris Mullen.
You're telling me there's 90 cards better than
Chris
Mullen?
Mullen was in my team
I'll be waiting
ages.
for him.
And then whatever 2K did to nerf fadeaways, I can't score with the guy.
don't take fadeaways anyways.
He's got good speed, good acceleration, good lateral
Have him
quickness.
stand there and
He's
shoot
got
the ball.
clamps on silver. His ball handle isn't great, but he shoots the ball at an absolute elite rate. He's got half sniper, half catch and shoot. He's got goal limitless spot
Like, this
up.
card can play,
He's
guys.
got
I
silver
don't
chef,
understand
silver
why the
33s.
slander is
He's got hot zone hunter on goal with hot,
right
or
now.
on half with
Mullen's
hot zones
fine.
everywhere. Corner specials on half. He doesn't miss, but there's something about his release. He feels like he double clutches every jump shot with that upper 71. I don't know what's wrong with it.
I think
Like,
it's
it
just
feels
fine.
worse.
I personally think it's just fine,
Like,
but that's my opinion.
base 22
Obviously, we
is
have different
one of my
opinions.
It's one of the better bases in the game. It's just I don't like it on
It on
it
normal
feels
time
so
is
slow.
kind of slow.
It feels like his release isn't even on normal time. It feels like it's on slow. I don't know what it is.
That's my
But
opinion.
should he be higher? Yes.
Yes,
he was out
should,
of my team
no
early.
doubt.
Like, I got rid of him.
But you're comparing
quite
Chris
early
Mullen to Jalen Suggs.
this
That's
season.
crazy to me.
There were a lot of guys. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I didn't get rid of him early. Maybe I just wanted to get rid of him early. But like, he was out of my team. He was out of my team at a stage where you'd think maybe he shouldn't be out of my team. Like, I think pretty sure I replaced him with a Rubio at some stage. At one stage, like.
Okay, let's stop
But,
slandering
at number
Chris
90,
Mullen.
speaking
I
of
don't
Rubies,
like this.
we got Darius.
You're putting
So
Darius Miles over Chris
He
Mullen.
can do, like, he's 6'9".
Putting Darius Miles over Chris Mullen is
He's
terrible.
got an unbelievable player build. He's got
I
most
get
of
it,
the
he's
key shooting
6'9",
badges,
but like,
no
come
playmaking
on,
badges. Is the
man.
problem.
Come on,
And
Darius
defensively,
Miles
while
over
he doesn't
Chris
get clamps, he
Mullen?
can't play
Come
lanes
on,
well.
man.
His release is really good in Lopez base. Fundamental dribble style, not the greatest ball handle. Speed of ball, iffy.
I don't see this one at all, guys.
Miles is gonna just play.
He would not be on my
a
list,
cone.
probably.
He's gonna hit shots. He's gonna play decent defense. I think my one.
I've never been high on
Badges
Darius
I would put
Miles,
at him. I put post spin technician on him. But I put clamps. Actually, I put clamps on him as well on bronze.
You put post spin
I would
technician on
give
him, that's a
him-
waste of a badge.
Sniper. Bullet, probably.
But you're spending this much on badges? I mean, come on, man. Let's not spend badges on Darius
Rebound
Miles.
chaser?
Let's just not do it.
I'm playing with the 4. That's where he's best to be played. But he is still a long 6'9".
Whatever you guys do at this point in my team, do
So
not
he's
apply
good.
badges to
And
this
other
card.
guys, by the way, that I completely forgot to put on this list, like Rafael France was completely forgot about.
Ew.
So there are people. I just realized. I don't know why he came into my head, but like there are guys I completely forgot about.
Well, Rafe's not very good.
And then after Darius Miles, OG Anunoby. So OG, he's got 88 speed, 92 lateral, 88 3-pointer, 92.
OG is good. Like, having OG one step ahead of Darius Miles to me is
Pretty
bad.
good.
That's
Top
bad
corner
to me. I mean,
specialist, gold sniper. Can't
I
get
think
him to spot
OG
up. Only comes
is
with gold
so
clamps.
much better than,
Like, in terms of
than
badges
Darius
that
Miles.
matter,
I don't even think
none
it's
of them
close.
really do, because he's only got 72 ball handle with slasher dribble style.
You don't need to
He
handle the
literally
ball
is
with him.
3 and D. I mean, he's not bad at it. Like,
Perfect.
base 76 is a pretty good release.
3-and-D guy is
upper is-
perfect. Why does everybody need to
but
handle the
still.
ball?
And the
Don't
guy is
understand it.
3 and D. That's what he does.
Good. He doesn't need to do
That
anything
is
else.
what OG Anunoby does in his game. Then we got Drew. Drew
I like
Holiday
Drew.
in
I
here
do
at
like
number
Drew, man.
88.
I'm not going to complain about Drew because I like him.
89 speed, 89
He's
acceleration.
good on both current and next gen, too,
83
and
three ball.
that's important.
94
man.
lateral,
That's
though.
valuable.
Like, he's 60. Like, he will play great
Half
defense.
ankle braces is
Gold
tough,
clamps.
too.
He's got silver quick first step. His release is brilliant in base 29. He's not going to create. If you want to use Drew, put someone beside him that can play offense. And I honestly wouldn't ever use Drew because there's a Ruby card that's basically just better Drew in about what, 13 spots. That is
I don't
way
know who that
cheaper.
is off
The
the top of
difference
my
is
head.
that like if you are a big Drew Holiday fan, he's more than capable.
Nah,
to be
Drew
used.
is definitely good. He's not as good
Then
as DeJounte Murray, but he's
We
good.
have got Diamond Shaquille O'Neal.
Ew, why is Shaq this high?
He's still dominant force. He can't shoot the ball. He is still a dominant inside presence, especially in the paint match area. The problem is his stamina is like 18.
Shaq's not very good. I'm sorry, guys.
You
For all
run
you
with
guys
this
out
guy?
there, I'm sorry.
Honestly, screw it. Shaq, get out of here. I'm putting in a guy that I completely forgot. I completely forgot. Sung Jin
this
Ha,
guy is
or Ha Sung
this
Jin.
guy is better than Shaq.
You get in
It's
here
not even
instead.
close.
Shaq, you're not in the top 100. Number 87, Ha Sung Jin.
This dude is better than Shaq. I agree.
He is
He's
Shaq, even though he has
good.
less
I agree.
speed. He's got 92 stamina, and
he's
he's got an
starting to put
even
some things
bigger
together.
player build.
I
Ha
like
Sung
this.
Jin get in here at number 87. He's even a better paint masher. He's better than Shaq, and he actually doesn't get tired when you.
He's not as
sprint for
fast,
17
but yeah,
seconds.
he can hold some stamina a little bit better.
At number 86 is a bit of a surprising one. It's Houston.
I mean, is Allen Houston better than Chris Mullin? Short answer, no.
Houston can't get
He
limitless.
can't play shooting guard, though.
Like, this guy's not very good. I just want people to know that.
Wait,
like,
Chris Mullin can play shooting guard.
I
Why
think I'm
is he
gassing him for
ahead
putting him this
of
high.
Chris Mullin?
85 speed. Not good lateral.
I know he's
not
got
good
Ray Allen
steal.
base, but come on now.
Yeah, he's got Ray Allen base with
Come on
88
now.
three-pointer. He's not going to miss, but, like, that's all
base
he
dribble
does.
style.
Like, I
Chris
think I might
Mullin
be
is better
gassing
than
and putting him
this
ahead
guy.
of Booker. I honestly think I might be gassing and putting him ahead of Kevin Huerter. Like,
Kevin Huerter? Come on, DBG.
is he that much better than Kevin Huerter?
Come on, DBG.
I misspelled Huerter.
Come on, DBG. Why are we gassing Kevin
Is he even
Huerter
that much
this
better than him? A 280 total stats, plus 3 in speed, plus 1 in speed.
It's not even comparable. Kevin Huerter does nothing as good as this
Speed
guard.
plus like 4 in these. Okay, defensively he's a lot better than Huerter.
It's not even comparable.
Actually, you know what? Is he? Pass perception, help defensive IQ.
Plus 30 block, plus a 9 interior, plus 6 perimeter, plus 24 strength, plus... Do I need to keep going?
Perimeter defense kind of matters. Interior plus 9.
Like, it's not even close.
So he's way better in the post than Kevin Huerter. And way better rebounder than Huerter. Huerter's got a better dribble style. Badges wise, I mean, there's not that much of a difference in badges except a couple.
It's not even close.
A couple that don't necessarily matter.
Sorry,
except for the
DBG.
off
This
ball.
is not even
Or the
close.
Hall of
And I don't
Fame.
even love Allen Houston, but this is not close. This is a bad take.
I mean, I think I might take Herder over him.
That's terrible.
I really do think
no,
I might
you
take Herder over
don't.
him.
No
Back quick
way.
release and
No
shifty.
way. No way. No
But,
way. No way.
Number 85, my goat, Bob Pettit.
This list is awful.
I mean,
Bob
his ladder
Pettit.
is 49. I don't
This
know.
card
Like, this guy's not
stinks.
good on current gen, by the way. Like,
He
but
stinks
on
on
next gen,
both gens.
this set shot 14 is when he easiest released the green in the game this year. His fundamental dribble style with a ball handle of 72. I don't know what it is. He also has like the Curry dribble sigs, by the way. He's got like the Curry between the legs and a decent behind the back.
I mean,
Like, you could spam up and down the floor with him, but it's like, just because I'm good with him doesn't mean he's a good card.
Bob Pettit
And
is
that's
not good.
kind of
I'm
the thing
sorry.
about it. Like, I'm really good with him, but he's just not very good. At number 84, we have got, he may be technically, like, I may prefer Herder to this guy, but Trae
Young's good. I do not
actually
care.
stick a little bit.
Trae
He's
Young
like a way
is
better
he's
Stockton.
solid. This card is actually
He's like
solid.
Stockton, except he's
If you're decent with the slasher dribble style, which you can be, Trae Young is solid.
and has got the Curry, or sorry, he's got the
I'm just
Trae
saying
Young,
that.
leaner.
People sleep on Trae Young, but
I
Trae
love how
Young
they
is
call it
not
the
bad.
leaner instead of fadeaway. People got so confused about post fades because there was like, what was it? There
Trae
was
Young
post
is
fade
not
and
bad at
fade.
all.
They got people ended up calling him the leaner. That's hilarious. But he's got like goal in the spot of all the goal shooting badges. He's got all the playmaking, like all the key defensive badges. Look, there are people that there are really good players around that are just still Trae Young.
I'm telling you,
users,
Trae
so
Young
he
is
has to be
not
somewhere.
bad.
83. Donovan Mitchell. People swear by this guy.
They do, but I mean, at this point, there's
Like
just
93 speed, 93 acceleration.
if you
83
get a
free
fully
ball, he's
badged
comes with,
Donovan Mitchell, he's up there.
Why don't you give him silver limit spot up? He comes like silver clamps, all the silver defense badges.
If you badge him up,
Goal
he
quick
is
for his
that
step,
man with
shifty
the
dribble
plan.
style.
But unless you badge him up, he's just not
What
really
used
bad.
to be Pro 3 behind the back, but now got nerfed.
Yeah, now you're looking for the
He's
Scottie
4
Pippen
90
behind him.
driving dunk, 93 speed of ball. I mean, offensively, he's still brilliant. Like, there's a reason why you still see some really good players running with this guy. It's just the problem is he's a 6'1" 2 guard. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Then, the dinosaur, Dino Raja.
Dino was not very
You
good.
might be saying, why is Dino Raja on this list? Does he not suck? I thought that too. And then I actually looked more into his stats and I used them and I was like, Dino sucks compared to last year. That is true. There is no denying that Dino Raja is not
Dino
what he
really
was.
like that though? I don't know.
think anyone would ever argue that Dino Raja has hit his heights, that he has hit the peak that he has set for himself. But he's got 83 speed for a big man. He's not that small. His wingspan, give or take, it's all right. Block of 79. He still gets a couple of blocks. He gets an 80 driving dunk. Good post hook.
Overall, to me, it looks like pretty mediocre
Fade
stats.
away.
Now, maybe I'm
He's
being
got
biased
decent defensive
against
badges.
Dino
He's got
Raja,
bullets.
but I just don't know about this.
He shoots the ball. Like, he's got a brilliant release in base 4. Is Dino
I just
going to
don't
be
know
what he
about Dino
was in
Raja.
other years? Unless they buff his wingspan, no. I wouldn't be that surprised to see a retro Dino with a buffed wingspan.
That would be fine.
But,
that would be absolutely heat if we saw retro
like-
Dino. That would be heat.
he was he's good. Like, he is good. I'm surprised at how good he is. He's just super fast center. Like, he's similar speed to like a Dwight Howard, and I know he doesn't have the same inside presence as Dwight, but he can shoot the ball a little bit. Like, he's nice. He's actually surprisingly good. Then we've got a card that I hate, Jason Tatum.
This card does stink. He was one of my most overrated cards, and it's not like
Maybe
everybody
I have a
loves
personal
this
vendetta
card.
against this guy.
But there's some people that use this card
because I
he's
bought
just not
him,
good.
put 5 Hall of Fame badges on him, and he sold for less than I bought him for. I think I might be the only person
Why?
to ever put 5 Hall of Fame badges on a card and make a loss.
Jason
And it wasn't
Tatum
even,
was your idea for
like,
that?
It wasn't even like he was down in price. Like, he'd only dropped like 50k, and those 5 extra Hall of Fame badges couldn't even make up 50k.
But why would you
stats
decide
are
to
fine.
do that for Jason
His badges
Tatum?
are good.
Like,
He's
I
got
don't,
sniper. He's just got set shot 34. Like,
yeah, and is his dribble style and his
not
release.
a believer that all set shots are bad, but this set shot is bad. He's a terrible dribble 6, base
Most
dribble
set
stop.
shots are bad. Most of them are bad.
I want to go quick first step. I hate Tatum. I hate him so much. Like,
His badges and stats are good.
he is
It's
one
just
of
his release and dribble style.
he's
that
one of my
really
least
breaks
favorite
his
cards
heart.
in this game. I mean, at least they buffed his wingspan.
Can y'all go
They
back
gave him
and
a
give him
longer
base
wingspan than his
107,
other card,
please?
but like, I just hate Tatum. There's no other way to describe it. Like, why could they not just give him 107 like last year? Should have just given him
That's
107.
what I'm saying. 107
Head
was,
number
was
80.
the meta.
Ron Boone. The very first TT offliner.
If you were able to get Ron Boone, congrats. I was never able to get him, so I never really even
His
think about
stats are
this
really
card.
solid. He comes with gold clamps. He's got shifty or quick.
I
or
literally
quick dribble
never
stop,
even
Paul George
think
base,
about Ron Boone
Scotty
anymore.
behind the back, which is like Pro 3.
Like, we're to that point.
He's got
I don't,
quick first step.
cool, Ron
on
Boone is good.
gold
Awesome.
as well.
But
He's
I wasn't able to
basically,
get him, so.
What's his name? He's basically Ja Morant, except he's a better defender and a worse dunker. That's basically what you're getting with Ron
Fair
Boone.
enough.
You're getting a very
Hot
similar
spots
player
are
to a
not
Ja
nearly
Morant.
as good either.
Then we got Granger. Like, Granger might be a little bit low, honestly.
I think he is. Granger's still good. If you locked in for Granger, he can still
Because
play.
Granger is a 6'9" 2
Glenn
guard.
better
Sorry,
be.
he's a 6'9" small forward.
Glenn better be
Why
right
didn't
wherever
he
Granger
was a 2 guard
is.
last year. That's why I thought he was 2 guard. But 91-3 ball. His stats are solid. Like, he's got a
I'm
brilliant
telling y'all,
base
Glenn
20.
Wright better be right next
He can
because
get most
Glenn
defense
is
badges.
literally the same player
He
as
comes with
this
a lot of
Danny
good
Granger
badges
card.
in
Literally the
general.
same.
He comes with upgradable limitless as well. Like, not a great steal or block.
They're
He's
fine
just a
though.
more than solid
And
small
he's
forward that you
6'9",
guys
like,
can use in game.
I hope we get a new Danny Granger
And
card
honestly,
soon.
he's not even that expensive. Like, I'm pretty sure a Colossal set, unless there's a gatekeeper somewhere, comes in at less than like 200k. Like, I mean, like, obviously he's not worth 200k. But
Say DBG, let's just
if you
calm
really
down.
want
Why are
Danny
you
Granger,
talking about
not that bad.
You're giving people ideas,
got
and that's
Mashburn.
terrible.
So he's a little bit more well-rounded than Granger. He doesn't shoot the ball as well. But I think you can see from his stats here, he's that little bit
fair
more
enough.
well-rounded. And he can get, like, limitless spot up.
Fair enough. I don't even
Base
mind
one is a
base
release
one.
that if you do give him like space, he'll green most times.
Nah, jump shot one
Give
is
him-
literally fine.
Give him
That's
pretty
a
much
fine
all shooting
release.
badges, all the defense badges, and he's a pink diamond, so you can get more badges.
He does have a Hall of Fame brick wall, so
Um,
you can be kind of cheesy with that too. But
than Granger, but I just think he's slightly better. He doesn't have the same height, doesn't have the same wingspan, but he's just little bit more well-rounded. There's not much in it, but it's a tiny bit. Then we got a player who this version of D-Rose isn't the best, but I mean, I think we're gonna
is
get
D-Rose patched now with the new
God tier version
dribbling?
of D-Rose
I don't
next
know.
season. Like,
Is D-Rose
95
patched with the
speed,
new
95
dribble style?
acceleration.
I don't know.
77 3-ball that people actually can hit with. Half quick for step, half downhill. Problem is, he's got like 70 defensive
Yeah,
stats.
defensively, this Derrick Rose was
but the
not
problem
good.
is-
But now that he has a quick dribble style, is Derrick Rose patched now?
D-Rose left, right. I don't know whether it's the signature size or signature combo.
Is he patched
but
now?
If you've ever used Derrick
don't know.
Rose, like if you want to know what I mean, try just using quick shifty left right bursts with this Derrick Rose right here. Even the Ruby Derrick
know,
Rose.
it might
is
be
scary
patched
for that.
now,
This
though.
Derrick Rose is an updated version of that. So one of the best sigs in the game, one of the best, the player that restarted the rim run meta. Just non-existent.
Derrick Rose
on
will
defense.
always be good in
Absolutely
2K, though.
non-existent on defense.
I just
Then
wish- I don't
this is
know,
a
I wish
weird
the
one because
player
this
was
guy
a
is
little
like
better.
he's a cone point guard and it's Eric Snow. So Eric
No way we're putting Eric Snow at it. Spencer Dinwiddie.
Snow is basically
I do not
in my
agree.
opinion,
I do not like Eric Snow's
a
release.
better version of Drew Holiday.
I just don't like
94
his
speed,
release.
94 acceleration, 95
Maybe
lateral,
it's me,
88
but I do
steal.
not like his release
Interior is
at
not
all.
great though, but he comes with like silver limitless spot up. He gets gold clamps, gold hustler, gold
I
pick
do not
dodger.
like this
He gets a
card.
93 3-ball. Base 28. One of the easiest releases in the game to green, in my opinion.
Slow.
I just think overall he is a brilliant
My
player.
thing about Eric
there's many
Snow is
flaws-
it's
there are
just
many
like
flaws with this
his
card.
release is just slow. That's the only
He kinda
negative
do
really
everything
thing I
except
can say about the card.
He's
His
got
release
base
is
dribble
just
style,
slow,
but
man.
so he's got fundamental
really
dribble style, which is fine for a point guard. He can't really attack the basket though. I do like to attack the mid range. I use him quite a lot. He's my main man in my draft team at the minute, and I've used him a lot attacking the basket. But
It's just
overall,
like his release is not very good.
He's a little bit
It's
to
that
be desired in
simple.
offense, but there's a reason why. Again, I used him in my squad for quite a while in my road to pay.
I don't like the base.
Then we've
28.
got Paul Millsap.
Not a card I've used.
Outside, like if this speed rating said 81 instead of 79, which again they're basically the same thing, everyone would be talking about how good this card is. Steal's a little bit low, but he's got good perimeter defense, great.
I mean, would we really though? His badges don't even look very good. I mean, to say Paul Millsap is better than Chris Smalling or Danny Granger, I just don't agree with.
A good 3-ball, a good release, fundamental dribble style, 83 ball handle, silver quick first step, pretty much all the key defensive badges and a lot of the key shooting badges with some nice post game and a wide player build.
I mean,
And
the
a
card
nice
looks
height, nice
fine.
wingspan,
I'm not going to
especially
sit here and
for
say it doesn't. The card looks
Paul
fine.
Millsap,
But
he is a Mr. Consistency type player. He does everything well, nothing spectacular. There are better players than Millsap, though, to do that exact same thing. And one of them is Gus Gerard.
look at Gus the Bus. But to say Gus is better than Danny Granger,
Gerard,
I
a
just
little
don't
bit
know.
faster,
But I love Gus
a
the
little
Bus.
bit
man.
while he's worse block and
do
he actually
love
does have
Gus.
worse badges than Millsap, he's just that little bit better. Base 17 is a lot easier to green than Millsap's. Fundamental dribble style is not bad at all. And while he's got an 81 3-pointer, it's very easy to green base 17. Gus is a really, really good player. Then, after Gus Gerard, we are going to...
Here's the thing. I hope we get a good Gus Gerard at some
Go
point in my team. A
with
better one. Because this Gus
Diamond,
will always have a special place in my heart.
Glenn Robinson.
Glenn? See, I feel like Danny
So
Granger
Glenn
should be
versus
right
Gus
here.
is a weird one. Gus feels like he has a better player build.
He does. I
Glenn
agree.
shoots the ball a little bit better.
Way better.
Well, base 29, it's a little bit quicker. Gus,
Gus
they
better
felt
defensively.
like different players.
Glenn's
Weird,
better
like
than
badges wise and
offense.
stats wise.
Yeah, I think
Badges
so.
wise, Glenn's way better. Stats wise, I think Gus is that little bit better. Order very even. But
Defensively,
playing
Gus
with them
is
in
better.
game, it is
It's
literally
that
preference.
simple.
Like Gus, there are days where I'd say, you know what, Gus felt better. And then because obviously there was only one who ever really would have made my squad. There were days where I felt, you know what, I'm actually kind of happy that I didn't get Glenn Robinson because Gus is, or I don't really care that I didn't get Glenn Robinson because Gus is better. Other days I was like, oh, I really wish I had Glenn. But both of those guys are really.
No, if you
really
have
good
both of
players.
them, they still
Jack
can
of all
play on
trades,
your
masters
team.
and players, and
honestly.
they're very, very similar level. Whatever with the stats and badges in game, they play very similar.
Is George Gervin not on this list then?
Then we got Elgin Baylor next.
Elgin's solid.
So Elgin Baylor, good release in Brook Lopez.
I just don't know if the Brook Lopez release is what
He's
it was
actually pretty
last
fast,
year. Like,
especially
it's
that's
okay,
mainly
but I
good
feel like
use for
last year was
defense
a little
because
bit
he doesn't have
better.
the great dribble style. Decent 3-ball. His post game is surprisingly good for a 2 guard. His defense is mediocre.
No, his
He's
defense
again
is
a
good.
player
I
at the
don't
2
care
that
what
just
people
kind of
say.
does
He has
everything.
89 interior. That's
He's
crazy.
kind of like a modern day version of like Amethyst Dr. J. He'll do everything, but he's not gonna be spectacular. Then
I just don't love the
71,
Brook Lopez base.
we got Jimmy Buckets. His release makes that 3 feel
Jimmy
higher
is
than 81.
solid. It does. That release
Defensively, he
is very
gets pretty much everything on gold. Half hustler, he's half downhill, which is all right to have. Half pro touch, half slithery, good
good. To
lateral.
make him
good
really
speed.
good, though, you're going to have to
Yeah.
give him quick first step. It's that simple.
He's good. He's a 3 and D cone. There's no.
If you like
no
Jimmy
other
Butler,
real
this
way
is,
to
I mean,
describe
you
him.
can
He's
definitely
like,
use
he's
him
just
in
a
this
3 and D
game.
cone.
He's solid.
Then we have got Robert Covington, who I just think Covington's better.
Look at Cov, man. Yeah, but he
I
can't
think
play
Evo
the
Covington
2,
is better.
Sadly, can't play the 2, but
Like,
no, this card is good.
Evo Covington gets all the defense badges in gold. Covington just gets ridiculous defensive animations. 86 speed, 80 driving dunk. Really solid defensive stats. Release that I'm okay with. I don't love it. Don't
I
hate
love
it.
that release. It's just not the quickest, but it's
Post-spin
super
finish,
easy to
which is-
green.
You guys know how much I love that badge. 6'7", 7'2" wingspan. He's really freaking good, lads. Rocco is
Covington
really
is good, man.
then-
I've always vouched for Cov, man. Are we in the top
We
70
have
yet?
got Sadiq Bey.
He is not better than Robert
I
Covington.
know.
He's not.
I know people
How is he better than Covington?
are going to say, well, not people. There is a person watching this video right now that is going to complain that Rocco is better than Sadiq Bey.
How is he not?
I mean, their stats-wise, they're like Sadiq Bey is better.
No, he's not. How? How statistic? No, I'm gonna take my time out of this video to show you guys that Saddiq Bey is not better statistically than Robert Covington. You guys tell me where he's better, please. Tell me where he's better, because I want to know. I want to know, where is he better? Okay, let's look at the 3-ball. The same speed, the same. We don't even have him upgraded yet. Okay, let's look at it now. 3-ball, right? Amethyst to Ruby. 3-ball, same speed. Covington's better. Every defensive badge, Covington's better. The only thing Saddiq Bey does better is post moves. That is it. It says plus 97. Okay, cool. You want to know what it is? It's post moves and standing dunk. That is literally how he is better than Covington. Covington is a better card than Saddiq Bey overall. It's just statistically. I'm not even talking badge-wise.
You could argue Roko's got a better player build. True, but like Saddiq Bey doesn't miss.
Neither does Roko.
Saddiq Bey is... You guys, again, have seen me with Saddiq Bey. Quick first step.
I disagree.
This guy, he's
not better than Roko, but he's cool.
You can use Saddiq Bey at any level in this game, and he's going to be fine.
And you can use Roko at any level in this game, and he's going to be good.
Saddiq Bey is basically just, in-game, better Glenn Robinson. That's the way he feels. He's so good.
I still take Glenn, but that's my opinion.
Then I have to put this player somewhere. I don't know how I feel about him.
Ew. I do not like this card. I do not like this card.
Like, I don't really know how I feel. He's 7'3" and can shoot.
That's my personal opinion.
Like, you might say, oh, he doesn't, whatever. He only has, like, he doesn't have hot zones for some of the spots. His release time is on normal and stuff. He doesn't really get any, he doesn't really get many defensive badges.
I just think he's mid. I mean, yes, I know he's 7'3",
it's hard, though,
but
because again, he's no rebound chaser, but he's still 7'3". He will still get boards.
I've tried using him on my no money spend. I just don't love it.
Hit jumpers. I don't know. I think I might be high on him. I think I might be too high on him.
Where are we at? 67?
That's where he's going.
We're already at 66.
And we're putting Will Chamberlain.
I thought he was going to put Zion on the list. I was about
putting
to lose
Will Chamberlain
my mind.
at 66. Like, this, he's either the best or second best paint masher in the game.
Will's good. I don't know if they did something to paint mashing
the only
today,
reason
but
he's this
Will's
high
good.
is like his stats actually kind of suck at this stage in the game. Like, obviously, he can't shoot. Like 75 speed.
Stats do not tell the whole story with Will, though. I'm telling you guys.
On Dino or something?
Stats do not
or
tell
Dino's
you.
Like 83. It's mine 10 on Dino.
Tell you the whole
his block
story.
is only 78. His ladder was only 45.
I'm telling you, there's something about Will.
If
you know him,
he's got no mid-range,
you know.
Fadeaway.
Will is so good.
Badges wise, he's lacking a little bit with only 27 total badges.
There's something about the card.
At the same time, I mean, Wilt is 7'1" with 8-foot wingspan. And then this guy I'm putting ahead of Wilt. Very, very slightly.
It's cool.
Very, very slightly, DeAndre.
Pick your arguments. Aiton's cool.
So, Aiton's player build, in my opinion, it's broader than Wilt's. So, offensively, I think he's better.
Do not compare their player builds,
Wilt.
please.
Defensively, Wilt's better. But he's got like plus 30 lateral quickness. He's got better speed. He can shoot corner threes, especially if you give him catch and shoot. You can give him catch and shoot and stuff. You can give him
if you fully badge up Aiton, I agree. But
he can shoot corner threes.
Further base cards,
not
I'll
quite
probably
as good.
take Will.
And even though he has the defense badge, his defense is not quite as good. So, like, he's way, way better on offense than Wilt. And a bit worse on defense. Like, it's preference.
But nah, you can definitely make that debate.
Ahead of him.
Top 65 right here. Let's see.
Now, this is a controversial one.
I do not like Larry Bird at all.
I'm going to put Larry Bird.
I mean, to put him over Glenn Robinson, to me, is crazy.
So, Larry Bird, his shooting is exceptional.
It is, but that's it.
And for me, when I've used Larry, even recently, his defense has been exceptional. He's at that 87 lateral quickness. While his steal rating isn't the greatest, he can get some badges. When I've used that
defensively, he is not good. He is so
Larry
slow.
Bird with gold interceptor, gold pickpocket, and with that hustler badge,
he is so slow.
That hustler badge is kind of important for steals. 67 blocks, not great. He is like a stretch four.
He's just slow,
that's what
though,
Larry Bird's release is one of the easiest ones to green. I might be a bit high on Larry.
You are.
I might, like, looking back on this, I might be a bit high on Larry, but I'm going to put him at 64. At 63, we have got Bam Adebayo. Bam has got decent speed. He's actually a surprisingly decent ball.
I just don't like Bam in general, but it's fine.
Intimidator on Hoff. Clamps on Silver. The problem is he got a 49 steal, so no matter what he does on defense, and a 72 block.
49 steal.
The funny thing is, this card came out like 3 days after he got 6 steals in a game. They give him 49 steal. He's got base 62, which is one of my favorite releases in the game. I think it's like the second biggest green window after.
What? That's one of your favorite releases in the game.
Bill Lambert's really sucks, so it kind of has to have the biggest green window.
Ew.
And he's got a 73 3 ball. Like, he can hit the three. He can hit the mid.
Great.
But just overall, especially because he's not the cheapest card in the world, I'm not that high on Bam Adebayo, but 63 I think is fair. Then we got Jordan Poole. This guy's
JP
fun.
is good. I honestly don't know if I like him or Spencer Dinwiddie more, though. So that's why Spencer at 100 I just don't
88
like.
speed, 88 three-pointer.
This card is
He's got
all
good
around
height,
good.
decent wingspan, decent driving dunk, 85 lateral. No defensive badges, but you can give him quite a few of them. He's just fun to use on offense. Like, honestly, is he... In reality, is he just Jalen Suggs 2.0? Probably.
Nah, he's better than
Can't
Jalen
get
Suggs.
limitless.
He's got
quick dribble style, great behind the back.
Which
Ben
you got to
McLemore
know how to
coaches
kind of
such a good
use
release.
now, but...
Like, is he just Jalen Suggs 2.0?
No,
Maybe.
he's better than Jalen
I like
Suggs.
using him. I'm going to put him at 62. At 61, this guy's a beast. Tyrese Maxey.
Here we go. Gas in a 6'2
90
point
speed,
guard. Here we
85
go.
Three ball.
I get it. He's got
base 84,
40
which is really
goals,
good.
which
He's
is
quickly
cool,
released.
but...
He's got quick dribble style. Scotty behind the back. He's got 88 lateral quickness with goal clamps. This card is brilliant.
He's okay.
This card is brilliant. People don't realize how good this card is.
He's okay. You're
does
gassing
everything
him.
on the floor.
You're gassing him.
There are no real flaws to him except that he's 6'2". If Tyrese Maxey was 6'4",
You're right. If he was 6'4", he'd be a top 5 point guard in the game, but he's
Tyrese
not.
Maxey
He's
will
6'2".
be in.
And you know what we
be in
do
a
to
lot of people's
6'2
squads. He might even
point
be in my
guards.
squad right now. Like,
He's
this
tiny.
Tyrese Maxey is so good that if that real life list where they put Tyrese Maxey over Jason Tatum and 18 spots out of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and over Trae Young was a 2K list, it would make sense.
I didn't even
So,
see that list.
then we
If
have
they did
got
that
Bruce.
list, what am I hearing?
As as far as centers go, I mean,
Center
he's
position
not
is
a
kinda
bad
weak,
player.
but this card is just...
Like, his speed is similar. His speed is the same.
I just hate his release.
Wilt's. Obviously, I'm not comparing him to Wilt speed-wise, and his lateral is obviously plus 20 in Wilt, and definitely not the defender Wilt is. But he blocks shots relatively well. He's got half sniper, half
It's
set
just
shooter,
like
half
his
power,
release is
half catch shoot.
disgusting.
He does not ever miss corner threes. Heck, he barely ever misses. Like, the only reason he will miss is if someone...
I'm just confused because I've seen Vooch shoot in real life and it looks smooth. So why do you give him set shot 18?
Because set shot 18 is a little bit on the slow
Like,
side.
I just don't understand.
But
His
it's a
shot looks
very
smooth
greenable
in real
release.
life, and then you
I
give
don't
him
like the
set shot
upper, though.
18. I just don't get it.
I don't like the Vucevic upper. That is what kind of one of the things that kills the release for me. Like, I like it on Hakeem. I don't even mind the Gasol upper.
Oh, I hate it on Hakeem
But-
and Gasol.
His speed's all right. Like, he's really good, and his post game is really, really nice. So, yeah, Vucevic belongs.
Are we in
on
the
this
top
list
60
at
yet?
Number 60.
Okay, now we're
Number
top 60.
59, we got Jason Terry, and
This is high
get the
for Jet.
unmasked one. If you guys don't know, the masked one has an 80 on-ball steal. The unmasked one has a 96 on-ball steal tendency. Like, just get the
I didn't even know that.
unmasked one has actually got better tendencies than the masked one. I get it. You can't get blindies, but still, I'd rather have better tendos and cheaper. Actually, the masked one might be cheaper now because of packs.
Here's
Well, you
my
got
thing, though, with Jason Terry. It's like, this card defensively is one of the worst defensive
87 lateral.
cards.
He can get basically every defensive badge. And he has
Look at his
basically every other
interior.
badge.
Look at his
for the
interior.
categories. He
I
will
mean-
dunk when he's wide open on a fast break if he has full stamina. Otherwise, he's not going to dunk. 93 3-ball. He's got quick dribble style. His
Offensively,
other
he's
moves
so
aren't on the
good,
grades,
but
but he's
it's
still
like,
quick and shifty.
I had to get him
wide
off
open
my team
three-pointers
for like a
with
guy
all the
like
shooting
Spencer
badges you
Dinwiddie
need
and
in
Jordan
base
Poole.
22.
He just
Jet Terry
gets
is a
fried on
very, very
defense.
solid card.
Just gets fried on
Then
defense.
after
Offensively,
that,
he's
we
good,
got
though.
Ben Wallace.
Big
defense.
Ben. I like him.
Doesn't
I
play
like
offense,
Big Ben.
but I mean, he's better Bobby Jones, I guess.
He's the center. so
He's
you
better,
can
like he's
put him on
Bobby
the
Jones,
list.
but he can play center instead of power forward. That's basically it.
Ben
He's
Wallace
one of the best
is
centers,
tough.
best defense centers in the game.
He's tough, man.
And he dunks. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's what he
He's
does.
tough. Chill on Ben.
And we have got LeBron James Diamond card.
LeBron's solid.
Now this card
We're due for a new Bron very
is
soon.
my like
We
one
are
of my
due for a
most
new Bron.
overrated cards in the game this year. I don't rate him at all.
Overrated?
Like, I'm putting him here at 50.
Guys, he came out on September 24th. It is December, October, November. It's been 2.5 months.
Still swear by this card.
I mean,
He's
I'd
got
hope
an
you're not that
85
high on
driving,
him
90 speed,
anymore.
90 way acceleration, 85
Heck, that's 1/4 of the 2K season.
lateral quickness. His ball
Man,
handle's only 70.
What are we talking about here?
He does a
It's
half Neil thread,
25%.
half dimer, and half bailout. Half bailout doesn't matter. Literally, just get bronze. Put it on bronze. It does the same thing.
Bailout is going to be bailout.
He's got Chase Dennis in the Hall of Fame. That's not a bad badge to have. But in terms of shooting, he can hit wide open. His dribble style is terrible. I don't know if it's his dribble style or if it's like there's a
He doesn't have
thing
quick
he
first
does. But
step
if you
either.
try to ever like trigger a burst, as in like going into a crossover into a burst, He will just stand there. He will just plant his feet on the ground.
He will. This is true. This
do a
is
standing
true.
crossover.
DBG is right.
He will lose any bit of momentum.
I mean, are you really
what it is
dribbling with
He
Bron?
just
I don't know.
So he was so good on defense. He was so bad on offense. And look,
I don't mind Bron.
I'm just not a fan. And like, I don't use my defense to get offense. If you use your defense to create offense and run the break, LeBron's great. If you rely on a half-court offense, LeBron sucks. Then we got Purvis.
Purvis is not bad.
And I have forgot Vince Carter.
That's crazy that you forgot Vince Carter.
A little bit higher.
That's crazy that you. That's so disrespectful.
But Vince is just better. Purvis short.
That is crazy.
So
that is
let's
so
just put
crazy.
him here. I completely forgot Vince, but Vince would be higher. So if you're looking, obviously passing accuracy and stuff.
3-ball. That's the only thing you need to really look at.
Block. They're both bad at it. Better. Fairness, better. No. Purvis is Vince without the dunk.
Purvis is Vince with a -6 3-ball. The difference between an 81 3-ball to an 87
Purvis
3-ball
is Vince
is
without
big.
the dunk. That is
Vince
a big thing.
Green, so many light
in terms of animations, they both have quite similar dribble styles. Both of them aren't good. Both of them have Vince Carter
Vince
release
is
as
quite
well.
a
The
bit
jumper
better.
is the same. And Purvis is a little bit taller. So Purvis or Vince, both good cards, both good shooters, can play a little bit of defense if needed.
No, they're both good cards. So I got Purvis. He's signed.
Purvis actually comes with better defensive badges. I think Vince comes with better offensive badges. But yeah, so after Purvis short, we are going to put in.
Imagine forgetting the GOAT. Imagine forgetting the GOAT Vince.
We have got Dwight Howard.
Ew.
We have got Dwight Howard.
I think he's one of the most overrated cards in all of 2K.
82 lateral, 95 driving dunk. He has got Intimidator, Pogo.
Like, it's cool, but
rebound chaser.
he can't shoot. So what are you going to do?
Obviously, no shooting badges. He's like way better Ben Wallace. Like, he's like 6'11" Ben Wallace.
He's a little bit better than Ben.
85 speed again.
Way better is gas. He's not that much
people.
better than Ben.
He'll spin people. He'll run the floor well.
He'll spin people.
I mean, there are guys that are just better than him in the game.
He'll spin people.
Then we got Richard Jefferson. Jefferson's stats overall are solid.
Jefferson is a solid card. I don't even mind the catapult release. I don't mind.
Release isn't even that bad. 91 speed or 91 3-pointer, 93 speed, 93 acceleration, good defense, great driving dunk, 86 ball.
RJ's solid, man. He's one of the most underrated.
Gold hustler, gold interceptor. He has got half snipers. I just want to see one thing. How much different? Because if you guys don't remember, in January of 2K20.
Yes, I'm telling you, we got
every single person.
Yeah.
Pretty much, well, every single person. But yeah, at the end of January 2020,
Pink
everyone
Diamond
was
RJ.
using this Richard Jefferson. I just want to see how much worse this Jefferson is than this one. So 94 lateral. Okay, there were 17 Hall of Fame badges in this one.
Badge-wise, they're way different.
He had gold range extender, half quick first step, half clamps. Okay, I will say.
That RJ was so good.
I was like, are these Jeffersons comparable? No. Most definitely not. Stats-wise, they kind of are.
Yeah, stat-wise, you're not going to notice that big of a difference.
Stats-wise,
even
they're somewhat
playing
comparable.
with them, you're not going to notice that much of a difference. But
overall, dear Lord, there's no comparison. There is no comparison at all. So,
but no, that RJ card is solid.
At least you don't have to worry that cards we're getting in November are better than cards in January 2020 because that's just simply not the case. Then after that, we got one of my favorite cards, ML Car.
You've got ML Car this hard or this car this
they
high.
They gave him Scotty behind the back. He gets
that
like
is high. This is high for ML Car.
He just doesn't ever seem to be blocked on dunks. Quick dribble.
This is high for Car.
Timing on base.
I'm just gonna throw that out there. This is high for Car.
As far as I'm aware, he's like related to Brandon Ingram, so 2K just made him Brandon Ingram. 95 lateral, 95 steal, hot pickpocket. He still guards ball for me in my starting line.
I guess if you do badge him up, I mean,
release, he's still
up there,
green.
but...
Am I gassing him? Probably. I just really like ML Car.
Definitely gassing him.
I was such a big fan of him when he first came out. I still use.
Are we close to the top 50
yet? Is it a
yet?
comfortability thing? Probably, but I still rate him highly. Then we've got Rubio.
Ew.
So Ricky Rubio, slasher dribble style is a bit of a problem. That release is nice though. Base 17 is nice.
That is a nice release.
Not a great behind the back. He's got 93 3-ball though, 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 91 lateral quickness. He's got limited spot up on silver, but he's got like half chef, half catch and shoot. He's like a quite a bit better version of Eric Snow. He's like a 6 Hall of Fame badge.
That's
Eric
cool.
Snow. And he's one of the cheapest.
His release is a lot better than Eric
Rubio's
Snow's
solid.
though.
Rubio's really, really solid at this stage. Then we got Pink Diamond and Embiid.
Embiid's okay.
Like this guy. Like 71 speed, 71 acceleration. It's alright. 3-pointers, it's alright.
He was good for his time when he came out, but that was
Defense,
a long time ago. We got to remember.
Meh. decent.
We got to
interior
realize
perimeter.
when Embiid came out. It was a while ago.
Like
man.
Embiid was way.
It was in the middle of
Too
October.
hyped up when he came out.
Maybe, but remember, he's like 50 for you, and this is a month and a half later.
Might have been the biggest proponent of it, but I might have been one of the bigger people hyping up. But man, I was wrong with him.
He was not bad when he came out. He's a top 51 card.
One that people get really pissed off at. Amethyst Kawhi Leonard at number 50.
It's not one that I'm going to get super upset about. I disagree. I think Covington's better.
Does he have the stats? Not really. Does he have the badges? Not really. What does he do? He still plays really good defense. Kawhi Leonard has his own defensive stance. He gets some great animations. He still plays.
The thing I like the most about Kawhi is his
that
release.
Ray Allen base.
No, it's just Kawhi. It's not even just Ray Allen. It's his upper two.
Post-spin ignition.
He is
like
so
if you're
elite.
comparing him to like a Rocco, I think Kawhi gets better defensive animations, and I think Kawhi shoots better. I just think Kawhi's better.
He meant
I just
Rocco.
think in-game Kawhi is the better version of Rocco. And Kawhi's cheap now.
I don't know about
like if Kawhi was still super expensive, like I get whoever's
you
cheaper,
can make the
but still,
debate. You can make the debate.
I think he's good. I think to this day he's really good.
I'm fine
Then
with that.
we
Kawhi's
have
fine.
got at number 49, DeJounte.
Oh, 49 is high.
DeJounte, the difference between the two DeJountes,
Hall of Fame floor general. And it's
this
important.
one
I don't
has
care.
bronze floor general, and this one is hot floor general.
That's important.
And
I do
then
not care
this
what
one has
people
like
say.
better passing stats, and this one has worse passing stats. So like I think passing vision is like in the 90s as far as I'm aware. Yeah. So he gets like 96 passing vision, 96 passing IQ, and this one gets 85, 82.
It does not matter.
That's the only difference. DeJounte though is a 6'4", really good defending.
And he's good on both jabs. I would say DeJounte is good on both
who
jabs.
has got a solid three-pointer.
That's the only thing.
He's not the greatest dribbler, but he's a good dunker. His defense is spectacular, and if he's wide open, he'll hit shots with quick first step and stuff. So I think with that length, he's really good. He's really, really good.
That's
Down
fine.
at number 48. Whereas we got DeJounte, he was all defense.
48. This is.
Pistol
I'd
Pete's
have
shifty,
Pete.
Ray Allen base.
I think Pete's better than 48.
I've just never struggled guarding him.
I have.
He's got a 93 3 ball.
I've struggled.
80
And I've
speed,
cooked people
only
with
80
Pete
lateral
too.
quickness. His defense is a bit lacking because I don't know what it is. I don't like Pistol Pete. A lot of people do like him.
I don't know what it
A
is.
lot of people like Pistol Pete. And maybe it's just because every time I've played against Pistol Pete, it's been from a bad player. And then when I used Pistol Pete the one time, I didn't really like him too much. But again, like I've only used the guy once. Did not like him.
I think
played
Pete is
against him
just
a lot,
fine, honestly.
And he's been quite poor. Was he the best pay matching point guard for a time? Yes, but I mean, like Penny exists right now.
And he's only
there are a lot of
6'5".
really good
That's
point
true saying Penny's out, but Penny doesn't shoot the ball like
So,
Pete. So
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know.
gonna go in here at 48. At 47, we got Moses Malone. He's Dwight Howard, except he can kind of shoot. He can get every badge in the game. So
I do not like the
give us
release
some more
on
shooting
Moses
badges.
though.
He's actually got a great upper 8.
I don't think I've ever
And
used
set
this
shot
card
one,
either.
set shot 1. That's literally it. He is Dwight Howard, but I'm not even going to say he can really shoot, but he can kind of.
Dwight's better defensively.
That's
though.
what you
A
are
lot
getting
better
with
defensively.
Moses Malone. Then at number 46, we've got Rip Hamilton. Mass 3.
46 is crazy. This is low.
He's a cone. Great shooter. He's like a better version of
This is
Chris Mullin.
crazy how low. He's way better of a defensive player.
He's like Chris Mullin, except
He's way better on
shoots
defense.
He can't dribble. He's just 3 and D cone. You could have put him 30 spots down the list, and I wouldn't have even noticed. I could have put him there. Like in my initial draft, I had him at like 70.
I don't have Richard Hamilton, and I'm vouching for him. Man, he's
literally
good.
catches and shoots. That's
He's
what he
good,
does.
though.
That's all he does on the floor.
He's
Catches and
good.
shoots. And then we got a guy who does more than him.
No, he doesn't.
Dra-
No, he doesn't. Drazen is not better than Richard Hamilton. This is the worst take DBG has ever proposed in any 2K ever. This is by far and away the worst take DBG has ever came up with. This is not close. This should not even be talked about. This is not even comparable. This is terrible. This is literally terrible. This is terrible. Richard Hamilton, way better on defense. It's not even close. Defensive badges. Let's just look at it. I mean, Richard Hamilton's just better all the way around. It's not close. Richard Hamilton's taller. He has a better wingspan. Honestly, is a better shooter outside of limitless spot up. That's the only thing he doesn't have, which isn't that important. This is just bad, DBG. This is bad. This is terrible. This is
so Drazen Petrovic.
I'm not listening to this. This is terrible. I'm not listening to this. I'm not listening to this. That's terrible.
Then
That's
after Drazen
literally
Petrovic,
terrible. I'm not listening to
Diamond
that.
Kemp. Man, we are still on we're through 45 minutes. We're only through 55 of these.
John Kemp's fouls.
Pink Diamond Kemp, fast switch, limitless takeoff, 87 speed, 87 acceleration, like a legit point center with 83 ball handle.
Terrible.
Got half downhill
That
as
is
well.
terrible.
Go quick for his step. His dribble style is fundamental, and he gets the Kobe Bryant escape, which again is not the greatest, but it's still not terrible. His release is iffy. But I mean,
I'm sorry
he is
for
a point
getting
center,
so mad, but it's
one of the first
it's
legit
not even
point centers.
it's not even comparable, man.
Then we've got Amethyst Harden. Not this Amethyst Harden. This Amethyst Harden, the glitch one. Like 86 speeds.
You're telling me Amethyst Harden is better than Richard Hamilton?
Greatest. He's got really good defense, surprisingly enough. He actually defends really well. He gets good animations.
I'm about to fall
3 ball.
I'm just about to go to sleep.
He gets the Harden shuffle.
Like,
the Harden escape.
What?
Harden release on normal dribble style James Harden.
James Harden is better than Richard Hamilton is just wild.
He's really solid. Like he's my main ball handler off the bench still to this day.
It's just wild and I don't understand.
Bernard King does everything well. I'm not even kidding. He does everything well.
Bernard King is actually a guy that I think is okay.
The only reason Bernard King is this low is he's a collection award, and I hate overhyping collection awards.
Fair enough, DBG.
But base 5 is a brilliant release.
Nah, Bernard King's fine if you grind for him.
Bit iffy, but still not bad. Base dribble style is not the greatest.
Should
he realistically be 10 spots higher? Maybe.
It's the way it is.
But this is my list. Then 1 spot higher than him is Gerald Wallace. So the thing with Gerald Wallace is I've struggled against Gerald Wallace more than I've struggled against Bernard King. I've played against Gerald Wallace a lot more.
I think Gerald Wallace is one step ahead
of him quite a little bit.
That's my opinion.
And Gerald Wallace is always a little more of a struggle. A really good defender. His jumper's just, I don't know what it is. Like maybe it's just base 4. Seems nice.
His jumper is nice.
He's a 3-and-D lockdown. But again, he's got like half intimidator, half off pass, half
the ankle braces is crazy.
If he gets on ball, he will not get hit by a freaking screen ever. Like, he's tough. Then, 40. This is 40. Nate Thurmond. Nate Thurmond in top. I'm
People do knock down shots with Thurmond too. Like
he's got
even if they don't green, it's you can knock it down, which is just
Dwight
crazy.
Howard, quick first step and just better. He's just better. Dwight Howard. He does very similar things to Dwight, and he's a good mid-range shooter. His release is like quick at least. So then we have got at number 39 Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas still.
It's sad to see him all the way down at 39 for how good he was at one point.
Yeah,
but remember, he came out in early October. I mean, that's 2 months ago.
K, but he's got a good 3-pointer, a really good release, quick dribble style. He's also got like limitless takeoff, posterizer, can play defense, great playmaking.
It's just sad to see him down this low, man.
He's just that little bit small, 6'1", kind of.
I'll always love you, IT man.
He was the best point guard in the game for quite
a
while. Up until 10 days ago, you could argue that this card was the best point guard in the game. Probably would have still said Peyton, but you could have argued it up to 10 days.
Nah, GP is him.
Then at number 38, the Kembe Mutombo. Another card.
Where's Marc Gasol landing? That's all I care about. Where's Marc Gasol
landing? This card
landing?
was so much of a... Like, the fact that we got a card like this 1 week after launch. We got 1 week after...
He was good, but he wasn't like over... He was good, but he wasn't like overpowered.
He's actually done a really good job.
You know what I'm saying?
Balance at this stage. There's not like one card that's crazy good, but there's just so many cards that are crazy good. But
Kembe wasn't like
a giant 3-point.
He was really good, but he wasn't like overpowered because he wasn't like super fast. I don't know. He was good though.
His release of S-Shot 17 is slow, but it's green.
Kembe was the best center in the game by far.
Then we got Josh Smith. Bingo Smith. Bingo Smith would definitely be an honorable mention for this list though. But Josh Smith, 84 speed, 84
Josh Smith's really good.
These defense stats are
insane. I mean, Josh Smith is really good.
Rebound chaser, but he gets like interception.
I still think that Kembe is a step above Josh Smith, but that's my opinion.
Gold hustler.
Now, if you fully badge out Josh Smith, maybe we got a different little equation.
Like he was really good when he came out at the start of October, and he's still a really.
I wonder now that they fixed kind of the paint mashing meta, is our smallest centers going to become a thing again? I don't know.
Defender. And then a card that I actually think I prefer Josh Smith to, but I know most people don't. It's Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis 6'10".
AD is way better than Josh Smith.
His defense is a little bit lacking. 63 steal. He hits wide open though. I really like this release. He hits wide open. He's a good
like AD can do it all. It's just the rebounding. Outside of the rebounding, he's rebounding do it all.
Terrible.
Literally. You get vertical, defensive rebounding, offensive rebounding boost, you're fine.
When I'm a center, I mean, that's fine, but I just don't rate him that much.
I think he's just fine.
Then at number 35, we got Chris Webber.
So we got Webber, AD, Josh Smith, Dikembe, all right here. That's cool. It's really
speed,
preference between them all.
78
I'd go 80 number one.
Not the greatest.
Weber 2, Dikembe 3, Smith 4. That's what I would do.
A release that it will take you a couple of shots to get used to it, but once you do, you're fine. He's got like post spins. If you want to use post game, you can.
Yeah, I remember that Idols locking Weber that we got last year. He was tough
as well. He's a hustler, rebound chaser. Like a really solid card, especially because he's gone down in price quite a bit. He's fine here at 35. At 34, it's Zach LaVine. As a primary ball handler at the 2.
That's crazy that Zach LaVine is this high. That's all I'm going to say. It's crazy that he is this high.
You get silver limitless spot or bronze limitless spot up. You can't really give him defensive badges. His defense sucks. But he's got decent speed.
That's crazy that Zach LaVine is this high to me.
He's got all of his own animations and his own release.
I do not like Zach LaVine
with his
this
own
much.
dunk packages. LaVine is still really, really good as a
primary ball. He gets fried on defense.
You upgrade his quick first step. And you hide him on defense, and this is a really
good luck hiding him. You better have Penny. You better have Penny.
I've seen a lot of
and a lock at the 3.
To this day still use Zach LaVine.
But yeah, a lot of people do use LaVine. I mean, he's tough.
At 33, we got Mikael Bridges. So Huff Interceptor might
33
be up there with the most overpowered badges in the game this year.
Huff Interceptor
he just
is
plays
so
lanes
important.
Like it's nothing. He will just throw the ball near him, it's a steal. 93 lateral, 94 steal.
No, Mikael is definitely really solid.
Like his offensive game, he hits wide open threes and he runs around in circles and dunks. He's not going to have the most polished offensive
but you don't need him to. Like he is definitely a step above Groko.
Similar build like Kawhi Leonard. Can guard ball if needed. And yeah, I think he belongs right here in number 33. Number 32, you got Paul Silas. Another half interceptor player.
32 is low. I'd have him in the top 30 at least.
The difference is that he's got the Scotty behind the back with shifty dribble.
Silas is a lot better than Mikael Bridges.
You're not going to be recreating.
You gotta badge him up though.
Burst to the basket.
Gotta badge him up. Once you do that, I think he's definitely better than Mikael Bridges.
I've played against people running their offense by quick and shifty.
I literally played in quads, and this dude did not miss one white. He probably shot 4 or 5. People probably shot 4 or 5 whites with him.
You give him a few.
Nobody missed the shot. Nobody missed the shot with him.
I'm telling you, he's up there with the best players. He's up there. He could honestly be higher. Like 32 might be.
That's what I'm saying. I would have him.
Might be a low spot for him.
Having Grant Hill over Silas is crazy.
Can still guard ball really, really well. 93 lateral, 95 drive.
I do think Grant Hill is a little bit better than a guy like Mikael Bridges, for example.
Dribble style, but base is.
I don't know. Grant Hill's a guy I miss. So hopefully, eventually, we get a pink diamond Grant that can play the 2.
Step goal clamp, some nice.
That's when we'll really be talking.
And yeah, a really, really good player. And number 30.
Top 30 time.
Lads. There are players that you don't think they're that good. They don't look that good in stats wise. And you play against them. Or you play with them. And you're like, how? This card's just God. I have played against guys with
This is scaring me.
And using some of the best players in the game. And then they bring this guy off the bench and I can't stop him. We have got the 9'7" Wang Ji.
The fact that Wang is a top 30 player on this list is
Wang.
Wild. This is blasphemy.
He is massive.
Top 30 is wild.
You do not understand, lads.
He's good. Top 30
Wang is huge. I don't care that it says he is 7 foot. It is the exact same thing with Ha Sung Jin. I don't know what they've done to his player build, but he's about 8 foot tall.
Imagine grinding for Rave just for this guy to come
big
out.
Centers.
That's tough.
Like I've come up against Sabonis. Wang is as big as Sabonis.
No, he's not. Sabonis is so wide. Sabonis is literally so wide.
I don't know what it is. He also has lefty base 28 with Rafe LaFrance. He's like literally LaFrance jumper, one of the best jumpers in the game. Fundamental dribble style with silver quick first step. He's got 72 speed, 72 acceleration. He's not terrible for center. 70 lateral quickness. Good interior badges. Silver limitless spot up.
Now, this dude is definitely good. 89 3-ball with his release is crazy.
89 3-ball.
It's like he's got an 89 3-ball with set shot.
He's okay. Only 20 goals and 8 silvers. He's okay. This guy is so freaking good.
To say this guy is a top 30 player, I don't agree with,
I don't understand how.
He's good.
I don't understand how.
I probably have him right around 50, probably. Maybe ahead of Josh Smith.
Every single game I have lost in the past 2.5 weeks in my team has been against Wang. It's been against Wang.
He's definitely
Every
good.
game I've lost
Definitely
in
solid.
either of TTO.
Especially for his budget.
In
He's
TTO or
good.
Unlimited in the past 2 weeks has been against this guy. And I did go about a week. I did go a week pretty much unbeaten in both of those game modes. But like, I don't get it. His stats aren't that good. Like, I was high on this guy. But if you would have asked me the day he came out where I would have put him, I would have said somewhere around 60. But no.
I'd have said right around, 40
He's
or
in at
50.
30.
30 is crazy.
And it's not even that I've used him. I've used Mike and I used
saying this card's better than AD or Weber is crazy.
He has murdered my Kevin Garnett. He gets every
You're just a
rebound.
KG hater,
I don't know
DBG.
why he's so good. And I can guarantee you there are people in my chat that are saying the same thing. Or people in the comments saying the same thing. I don't know why he's so good, but he is, so he's 30. 29, we got Jaylen Brown.
I don't mind
Jaylen
it.
Brown, half catch and shoot.
I've never
He's got
liked
a silver
JB as
limit
much as
spot
other
up.
people, but I don't mind it.
So, that's not a bad badge as well. 89 speed, really good lateral, good defense. He's a slasher dribble style, which is not ideal. Really good.
I always
dunker, though,
preferred
75.
Vince
I wish he was quick.
to Jaylen
And
Brown.
Grace
Though.
behind
That's
the
the
back.
problem. Like,
So
I've
he's
always
he's
preferred
just a really
Vince
good
over
three. He's just kind of
JB.
like a
So
3 and D cone with a bit extra.
I can't necessarily hype up
as well.
JB that much.
Then at number 28, we got Pink Diamond Steph. Any of the Pink Diamond Stephs, they all do the same thing. Basically, do you want Hoff Chef or do you want Mismatch Expert and Quick Chain?
I mean, here's
That's the
my
question.
thing with Steph, guys. If you want a cheese ball as point guard and a guy to 300 and you like Steph Curry,
Steph
do what
dribble
you
style is
gotta
kind
do.
of like shifty this year.
But what I
It's
will
awful last
say
year.
is he lacks a
He's
lot
got
on
quick.
defense.
Steph Curry release on quick. He's at the Steph Curry fade. He's tough to stop. He also plays no defense, so you gotta know what you're getting yourself into with Steph. So he's in here at number 28. Sorry. Then we got Eddie Jones at number 27. Eddie Jones.
27 for
offensive
Eddie?
sector.
Okay. Look, I like Eddie Jones a lot, but 27 is
39
crazy.
goals. Every goal by
Ahead of Jaylen Brown is wild.
Yeah, he's got slasher dribble style. That's like if he had quick or shifty, this guy will be top 5. Actually, that's gassing. He'd be top 50.
Gassing it
if he had
fast.
quick or shifty.
But I mean, if you look at his stats, Eddie
doesn't,
Jones
so
really
he
does look solid. I mean, that's just the
94
way
lateral
it is.
quickness, 95 steal, 91 on-ball steal tendency as well. He gets really good defense animations. He's got gold sniper. He's got 93 ball, 87 mid. Great driving dunk as well. So, like, I'm telling you, with those OP badges, Eddie Jones really is incredible. Then we've got
Eddie Jones is
75th
definitely
anniversary
solid.
Clyde Drexler. Not normal Clyde. 75th anniversary one.
Clyde's one of those guys
You go and give this guy
I play with. I did a gameplay with. He's
limit
solid,
spot
but
up,
it's
'cause
like
he's got a
I
good
just have
three
never
ball, great
used
speed,
it. Like,
acceleration, great lateral quickness. He's basically Vince, except base 5 in my opinion is like the best release in the game.
no, Vince's release is better. I don't care.
Like he has one of the easiest releases.
Vince's release is literally so
He's a
chicken.
good defender, a little bit better defensively.
If
than
you use
than
Vince, you'll know.
88 steal is really good as well.
I'm not
He's got
saying Vince is
98
better than
driving
Clyde, but I'm
dunk.
saying his release is better.
His
Straight up.
like, obviously he's Clyde Drexler, so he gets his own dunk packages. I don't know if they're good or bad. Harden behind the back, I like, and like base dribble styles, it is what it is. He's a really good cone. He can dunk the ball well.
Clyde's solid, no
Overall,
doubt.
Great
No
player.
doubt he
So
is
I have him
solid.
in at 26. Number 25, we got John
Top
Wall.
25 time. John Wall is a card I gassed way too much
John
when he
Wall,
came out.
like,
It's just the way it is.
This
I
is
gassed
a love it
him
or
way
hate
too
him
much.
card. Like base dribble
Some
style,
people do think he's the top
like the
point guard
half
in the
quick
game,
first step
though.
doesn't make up for that. He does get half sniper, half stop and pop. He gets silver limit or bronze limitless spot up. His defense is really good. His tendencies are really nice on defense to help him play there. It's just again quicker shifty bursting is very important in my opinion. And overall,
Hey,
John
man,
Wall's a
no more
really,
bursting
really good
side
card.
to
He's getting
side.
a glitch so we can get every badge in the game. I just think there are better point guards in the game. And now the controversial opinion. Marcus Smart at number 24.
This is just wild. This is just wild.
He's got quick shifty.
This is
He's got
wild.
quick.
This is
And
just
I know his ball
wild.
handle isn't great, but he has unpluckable, and you don't need ball handling to quick burst. And his release is so good. His release is so good. He shoots from everywhere. Marcus Smart, like, I genuinely was considering putting Marcus Smart in above Gary Payton
If you'd have done that, DBG, I might have blocked you on everything.
for 250.
I might
That
have
is
blocked
how
you
high
on
I rate
everything.
Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart's solid. Like,
The
you look at
number
the stats,
one
the badges,
seed
he looks solid.
overall, I'm pretty sure on PlayStation or CA runs Marcus Smart. although he does have a juiced up Marcus Smart, he still runs Marcus Smart in his team.
Yeah, it's one thing if
So,
you have a half interceptor.
I personally
Marcus
prefer Smart to Wall. Most of you guys probably prefer Wall to Smart, but
I don't hate it though. I don't love John Wall.
what it
Marcus
is.
Smart's really good,
My
so
list.
I don't hate it.
then we got Arvydas Sabonis.
This
He's a big-
24.
If you
Sabonis
play a
is fine.
slow tempo of my team, he's the best big in the game. If you play fast, he's terrible. If you play slow,
I could never
like,
run
the
him because
likes
I
of
like to
Orsier
play
and
slow.
Grussi. We're
or
using
play
this guy.
fast,
Anyone
but-
who plays a slow style of my team this is the best center.
Yeah,
in the
that's
team.
not me. I play really,
Like,
really
he's
fast.
7'3", rebounds the ball well.
Half brick
He
wall is
passes
tough
the
too.
ball well.
Bullet
Has
passer.
dimer
I
and
mean,
bullet on Hall of Fame. It's
Set
pretty
shot
decent
8's
release
good.
in Set shot 8. We'll
I mean,
hit
it
from the
is.
corners
It's
and
good.
we'll just we'll just paint mash people. Like, what else do you need from a center? Unless you need yourself like. Well, if you're playing slow, what else do you need? Obviously, if you want to play fast, he sucks. But yeah, that's where he's going. Then, after Arvydas Sabonis, we are on to number 22, and it is Sean Marion. One of the best defensive players in the game. A guy that a lot of the great.
I don't like
a lot of
Sean
good players use.
Marion, man.
Perfect,
I don't-
pretty much on defense.
I don't like this card. His release is literally
His
the
release,
worst
I
release
don't
in the
mind
game.
this base.
It is
I really
terrible.
don't.
This is terrible. This
Heavy
release
array
stinks.
base. His upper, I mean, you can get used to it.
I'll literally punch
He hits
that
pretty
shot
much
to the
every white as
17th
well,
row.
even without sniper.
This
it's
shot
weird.
is terrible.
He's got half rebound chaser, half intimidator, half interceptor. Defensively perfect.
Defensively, he is great, but I will literally
Sean
punch
Marion,
it to the 17th row.
If you can get him cheap because of those limited edition packs, this is a brilliant, brilliant player to have in your team. And who would have ever thought people were on a Sean Marion qualifier for 250? But
Nobody, because I'll smack
that's where we
you.
live in. And now, Jonathan Isaac.
I like him over Sean Marion.
Number
I
21,
hate
Jonathan
it.
Isaac.
I don't hate this at all, DBG.
84-3, 83 speed,
I don't hate this
84
at all.
acceleration,
Not one
87
beat.
lateral. Our stats is good as Sean Marion.
He's
no,
6'11".
70 on quick, which is one of the easiest releases of the time.
Way better
Second
release.
on current.
Plus, he's 6'11".
6'11", 7'2" wingspan. Fundamental dribble style, good ball handle, every defensive badge except for rebound chaser on goal, but you can give him rebound chaser.
I like this
Shooting
card.
wise, yeah, he
You
doesn't
don't have
get,
to tell
like,
me
sniper
twice.
stuff, but he greens better than most players do. Jonathan Isaac, I personally think
I need to
is-
get better at greening with this card,
he's
but
worth
he's
his
good.
place. Like at 21, I think that's a fair spot for him.
I agree,
I think that
100%.
is a fair
I'm
spot
not
for Jonathan
arguing.
Isaac. I really
You've done
do.
a lot of things good in this
At
list,
number
DBG.
20, we got Marc Gasol.
Throw up the list, crumble it up, and throw it out
Marc
the window.
Gasol is still good, man.
DBG, when he came out, oh, the best center in the game, all this stuff.
76
He
speed,
stinks.
77,
He's not even
93
like that.
ball.
You said he was better than D-Rob. Why have I not seen D-Rob on the list yet?
81
Right?
laterals really
Thought Marc Gasol was going to be better than D-Rob.
Like, at one stage, I was like, you know what? He could be better than D-Rob on
you
next
said
gen.
he was better than D-Rob.
I mean, I don't think I'll say it on next gen. On current gen, oh man, it's not even close. D-Rob's just God on current gen. But on next gen, I still think I'm taking D-Rob over Marc Gasol the more I think about it. But Marc Gasol, there was a stage where he was looking like that dude. Defensively,
The only reason he was looking like that dude is because you said it.
offensively,
His release is
really
terrible.
good. Like, I don't even mind set shot 18.
It is terrible. Set
His
shot
post
18
game is good.
stinks.
Everything's good. He's not a little bit slow, but
Set shot
Marc
18
Gasol
literally
is in the top
stinks.
6 or 7 centers in the game. No question
That's
about
fine.
it.
6 or 7 is
Then
fine.
at number 19, we have got 75th anniversary Diamond James Harden.
Ooh, this is kind of low in my opinion.
So,
I'm really high on
He's
James
got like
Harden,
limitless
though.
spot up on silver.
I'm really high on James
Basically,
Harden.
the difference
so
between this James Harden and the Amethyst James Harden is
they did kind of take the left, right,
all the silver badges
burst
got
away,
upgraded to gold, whereas you can't
I don't
upgrade.
know. It's gonna be
anything
intriguing
on
to
his
see kind
Amethyst.
of who is that
So
top
all the
card
silver
now,
got upgraded
but-
to gold, and that's pretty. And then you got a couple of hops. That's it. Not even kidding. That's it. And that like silver badges being upgraded to gold and a couple of stats being upgraded is enough to boost them like 30 positions. That's how good this card
Harden
is.
is really good.
Then this is a card that he could be higher. I'm putting
Is he gonna have
George
Mikan higher than Paul
number
George?
18. He's got like 93 lateral, 95.
I don't
driving,
love
92
Paul George,
speed.
but I still think
He's
this
got
is
like
pretty low.
limitless spot up. He's got clamps. He's got chase down artist. He's 6'9".
Is PG better than
Even
AK though? I don't
he
know.
grew an inch.
I think
He's
Paul
grown an
George
inch
might be a
since,
little better than AK.
The other cards have been
I don't
out.
know. I'd have Paul George probably in
Paul
my
George
top
dribble style
15.
was just fundamental. Like PG's good. PG's really, really good. I think
His total badges is what does it for me. The fact that he
it's
has
a really
all these
close
total
one, in my
badges
opinion.
is
Like
crazy.
PG Mello and Batum, I think is a close one.
We're talking about
those three
Nicholas
guys are
Batum
really,
over
really
Paul
close.
George.
Go-
Oh my goodness.
Paul George
DBG.
at 18. I'm gonna go Batum at 17. I like again. I just
I
like
love Nicholas Batum, but having him
base.
all the
I
way up
prefer
here
base
is
40
crazy.
to PG base.
But the rest of the
That's
stats still
simply
aren't
put,
close,
that's
DBG.
the main reason.
I guess interior, maybe,
But,
yeah. Blocker,
these,
maybe,
like,
I guess.
Batum has no flaws.
You can make the argument. I still think, PG is the
So,
guy I
like,
would
if you
take.
look at
But
Paul George versus Nick Batum,
look at badges. Please look at badges.
like stats-wise, Batum's plus 35. But again,
Look at the rebounding. I mean, of course he is. Rebounding in post hook. There you go. Back.
33 of that are in block, which is a stat that matters. But 32 of that are also in post hook, which doesn't really matter. PG's a better dunker. PG's faster.
Just look at the badges. The total badges, I think, is what does it for me.
Pretty even. Because of the block. But rebounding-wise, Batum's so much better.
If you play him at the 3, it doesn't really matter that much.
I do think that is kind of important.
Badge-wise, PG's way better.
I think it's a close one.
No, it's not.
Paul George's got more shooting badges.
Paul George is way better. It's
Batum's
not
got
close.
that half dimer, half needle threader, and half bullet.
Badge-wise, it is not
They're all huge badges. Defensively, they're quite even badge-wise. So, really with these guys, Paul George is an inch taller, but he's an inch less wingspan.
I guess you can say it's preference, but
you prefer
I think PG overall is better.
Paul George or Jim? That's it. They play similar roles. They do different things well, but it's a complete preference matchup, and I slightly prefer Batum.
I prefer PG.
16. Steve Francis.
This is high for Steve Francis.
Stevie Francis.
This is very high
86
for Steve
3 ball, 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 88 lateral. I just forgot Ja Morant. I don't even know where I put Ja. Probably somewhere around like the 25 mark. 25,
I don't even think
30-ish
Steve
mark.
is that good, though, guys. I mean, he's
or go quick
good,
for a
but
step.
it's like
He's got like
defensively,
limitless. He's got no limitless spot up, but his release is insane at 116. He's got shifty dribble style. He's got the Steve Francis signature combo. He can do that weird spam behind the back thing, which you can burst out of really, really easily.
I guess Steve's fine.
Like
I want to see him with the new patch, though.
He's got like poster eyes.
Obviously, with the new patch, everything
my main
changes.
offense player, Scottie Pippen behind the back. He's just bad on defense. His interior is actually not that bad, but he is just quite weak on defense. So
he's not like
where Francis
he's
goes.
not an absolute
At
liability on
number
defense.
15,
He's just not good. Top
we're gonna
15.
go Pink Diamond Mikael.
I mean, this card's in the game, so you got to put him on here, but not many people have him.
82 speed, 82 acceleration, 85 3 ball. He does everything except steal the ball.
If you have him, he can definitely play.
His
so I will
stats
say
are
that.
very similar to like a D-Rob.
Yeah.
He's short at 6'10", but his wingspan is 7'11". I don't mind set shot 3.
I
So
don't
many people
like it.
hate set shot 3.
I
don't
do not
mind
like it at
the
all.
upper, I don't mind either. So if you hate set shot 3, you're probably gonna struggle with this card.
It's not even like
But
I
he
hate
probably
it. I
belongs,
just don't like it.
Fourth or fifth best center in the game. I think 15 is fine for him.
15 is
At
fine.
number 14, we've got specifically Mystic
Okay.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I still think this is. I would have this Giannis in my top 10. Definitely, because he can still get catch and shoot. So
You can't really add to like you can give catch and shoot,
which is a
like
great
to
badge.
make him really usable. You have to like give him shoes, coach.
You don't even have to give him a
coaches.
shoe. You give him a coach and catch
So-
and shoot. He is knocked down.
89 speed, 89. He's still probably the best defender in the game. His 3-point shot 69 leaves a bit to be desired, and there are certain badges that you really would like to give to him. Like, you've got to max out a shooting badge, but you can't really get that many. Defensively, he's exceptional. He's really, really good. Don't get me wrong.
I still
really
think
good,
Giannis
but
is top
I think
10.
Giannis,
That's my opinion.
This specific version of Giannis, I think 14 is fair. At 13, we've got Carmelo Anthony.
Where's he gonna put Andre Carolina?
Carmelo Anthony, Pink Diamond right here.
I kind of regret not playing my AK in qualifier,
93
but
3 ball,
it
90
is
speed,
what it
90
is. I qualified,
acceleration,
so it's fine.
83 lateral. He's got basically all the shooting badges. His release is so chicken. Doesn't matter what gen you're on, it's chicken. But the only difference is that he can't reshoot from the corners on current gen.
Now
But
Melo's
I
a
like him both gens.
lot
He
better
shoots
on
from
next
deep
gen.
really well.
I'll say that he's
Melo
a lot
doesn't
better on
really
next
miss
gen.
ever. So
Melo's good.
Carmelo Anthony going in here at number 13. He's still in my squad to this day.
Melo's definitely
At
good.
number 12, we've got Hakeem Olajuwon.
Ew.
Hakeem, 85 speed, 85 acceleration, 83 3 ball.
He's fine.
Kind of slow, but not
His
terrible.
release
Release in base
isn't
18.
great. I hate set shot 18. I
Very
literally
readable.
can't
He's
stand
got,
that
like,
release.
A hook specialist, which
I hate that release.
Even I don't
It's
shoot
terrible.
post hooks this year. He's got post spin technician, drop snapper. He's got 92 block, 80 steal. Really solid
Defensively,
post
he's
moves.
really good, but it's just like
Good defensive badges. Got like clamps. Defensive leader, hustler, interceptor, menace, pogo, post move lockdown.
what are you really doing with
Rebound chaser.
Hakeem?
So, like,
He's cool, but
he's really good. Don't get me wrong, he's really good. Not worth the lock in, but he is really good. He's in here at number 12. At number 11, we've got Kurolenko.
okay.
I mean, he just locks down the other team's best player.
That's what I'm saying.
Quite-
You can make the case AK is the
Open
top
jump shots
defender
and
in all the
he's
2K.
open.
Like, he is really good
He is
defensively.
an insane 3-knee guy. He's got all pretty much except for half interceptor. like some of the best. Well, he has some of the best half defensive badges. All of them on goal.
He has incredible badges.
The wings, base 29.
AK's elite.
Brilliant.
He's absolutely elite.
At number 10, we've got Kevin Garnett.
10. This is low for KG,
so
man.
Kevin Garnett. A lot of people.
I'm so high on him.
Really like Kevin Garnett.
I'm so high on KG.
Is slow.
It is, but it's easy to green.
He's brilliant. He is brilliant defensively.
You give him sniper, limitless spot.
He's got all these key defense badges. He's a half interceptor. The 69 steal means he doesn't get that many steals on next gen, but on current gen, he gets a ton of them. I've used this guy on both gens. I hated him on next gen. I really did.
I don't even mind him on next gen. That's the crazy part.
And it all really depends on what way you play this game. If you need your centers to bait every single lane, if you need your centers to swing, to rotate, this might be the best center in the game.
He fits my playstyle. That's all I'll say.
Or if you play like that, you're probably running Giannis as a power forward. But if that is not your playstyle, Kevin Garnett's release isn't great.
It's fine. It's just on the slower side.
There's just something about him on offense that in the slow down half court offense, he doesn't do much.
Maybe in the slow down, but when I speed the game up,
at number 9, this is a guy that I initially had lower than Steve Francis.
It's crazy to me that
so
at one point,
where
DBG said Marc Gasol was better than D-Rob, and I still haven't seen
it.
I'm
like,
I still haven't seen D-Rob.
I wish I had
That's
Penny
crazy.
Hardaway. Because what Penny Hardaway does is
Penny's the top point guard in the game. Second
he doesn't
best,
necessarily allow you to play switch everything offense because he still will get destroyed by bigs. But he mean like if you have him on the floor,
on the interior.
You don't fear the switch. So no, you can't be targeted when you have Penny on the floor. It doesn't matter that he doesn't have clamps. He gets gold interceptor. You put him off ball, he's fine. It's hard.
His defensive stats are good
what
too.
He used to in previous years. As well as that, he's got really high interior, which again matters more this year than it ever has before.
Definitely does.
89 speed, 89 acceleration, 83 3 ball. He's got quick dribble style. He's the Penny Hardaway left right. Not the greatest shooter, but he can hit when he's wide open.
No, Penny is solid. I despise this release though.
I'm telling you, Penny Hardaway, arguably the best point guard in the game. I have him at number 2, but you could argue him at number 1.
You can. I think he's number 2
Gary
too.
Payton at number 2. So Gary Payton
is this at number 7?
Gary Payton is in here at number 8.
8,
number
okay.
2. Payton's just that little bit better on defense, that little bit better shooter. Dribble wise,
I do think Gary Payton is the best point guard in the game.
But if you're asking me who I would be able to,
I think Gary's the best point guard in the game. I do. I think Penny's number 2, but
and Payton's a better on-ball defender.
You can really make the case either way.
Penny sometimes is better for the team in terms of team defense.
You can say that.
It's a really, really close. I'm going with Payton in a slight
I just leave
edge.
Gary on ball though, and allow him to do what he needs to do.
But it's a close one. Then at number 7, we've got Tracy McGrady.
A card that I haven't used a ton of, but I think T-Mac's
second best 2-guard in the game. Half sniper, dead-eye, volume shooter. He's got catch and shoot on silver.
I definitely think T-Mac is really solid.
On Hall of Fame. So catch shoot on gold. Blinders in Hall of Fame. Got circus threes. He's got no real defense badge, but you can put them all on him.
I mean, he's fine.
His defense
all the
stats
way
are
around.
pretty good. But the thing is, Tracy McGrady, 6'8" with a 7'2" wingspan.
I still think he's probably better than Harden. I've just been using Harden because he's able to move.
He's got slasher dribble style, which isn't great. But Trey Burke lower, Kobe upper. He's not going to miss that much.
Nah, T-Mac's definitely probably
shooter.
He's solid.
Tracy McGrady is an all-around brilliant player. His length is
he's a top card in the game, no doubt.
But I think his price is ridiculous. And I think
that's the big thing. He's not worth the price.
Number 1-2 guard in the game. I genuinely think he's not even close. At number 6, Dolph Schayes. Dolph Schayes, power forward.
Dolph Schayes is
especially the
elite.
Masked one. With
he's elite, man. He's so elite.
88 3-point, 89 speed, 89 acceleration, 89 lateral quickness.
Some people were replacing Dolph in their squads for 250, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? Dolph is elite.
He does everything well.
Shout out Seymour.
And then he's also got base 38 on quick, which is, again,
bench him because
with that upper 70,
Dolph is
which
good.
is a really nice upper. He is one of the easiest releases in the game. There's a reason why you saw this guy on pretty much every single qualifier squads. Dolph is that dude.
He is.
Dolph is so good.
He is. My Dolph had 12 Hall of Famers, and honestly, I had more success with him than Giannis.
Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is 6'9".
KD is good too.
He has the quick / shifty burst. Wait, are all Kevin Durant cards 6'9" this year?
I don't know. The other pink diamond
6'10", the other ones.
Ooh,
but he's 6'9". He's got the shifty. He's a shifty dribble stock. Kevin Durant release, which this is the best Kevin Durant's release has been at launch in years. Half sniper. He can get defensive badges. Like, you can give him interceptor and stuff. He's got the length. He plays defense. He can steal.
Yeah, KD literally can do it all.
He's tall.
That's the one thing about him. He can definitely do it all.
He's absolutely brilliant. And number 4,
the Mikan man.
George Mikan.
At number 4, though? Hold up. Whoa. I just said the Mikan man like I was... To say George Mikan is better than Kevin Garnett is just blasphemy, and to say he's a top 10 player is blasphemy, let alone top 4 or 5. This is awful. This is terrible.
86 speed.
This is terrible.
86.
This is terrible. I used George Mikan yesterday in comp, and he was okay. Like, he held it down for 40,000. He's a very good option. Top 5 is
his lateral's
awful.
not the greatest.
Top 5 is terrible.
Driving, 93 post, 93 post fadeaway. Can get every
this
single badge in the game. If
you're right, but this is terrible.
You can add 5 badges to him. 83 ball, which feels like 90 because of how good his release is. Fundamental dribble style. You give him quick first step with that ball handle and that dribble style. He can literally burst by people at center. And someone who does like to dribble quite a bit with my center.
To say he's better than Kevin Garnett is terrible.
He's bigger. Like, Dolph is definitely better to be around better at power forward than Mikan. Mike is definitely better to be around a center. But George Mikan, he does everything. And like, he's at that 86 speed. Like, dude's faster than Dwight Howard. He's faster than Dwight Howard, lads.
Defensively, he leaves a little bit to be desired.
And he's a
That's all I'm going to say.
Who can rebound.
He leaves a little bit to be desired on defense.
I'm telling you. This guy, the number 1A, 1B center. For me, the number 1.
He's maybe number 3 on my center list.
For me, he's number 1. Like, again, I have him and Kevin Garnett. I started Mikan.
Because you don't play defense, DBG. You don't care about defense. You never have and never will.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, 75th anniversary.
I don't mind him at number 3.
So there are, like, this is the one time I'm putting 2 Giannis's on the list. You give him corner specialist, catch and shoot,
sniper,
like all the shooting badges that he can't get in his other one. I think that makes a big enough difference.
It does, absolutely. He's gonna be chicken.
Can shoot, can kind of shoot. Like, so many people hit shots with this Giannis. I've seen so many people struggle with this Giannis. The Mystic one, but then I've very rarely seen anyone struggle with this Giannis.
Because it's
a couple of badges.
Plus it's an upper 73
like,
ball.
I'm not normally one.
He is going to be chicken.
To go all in on badges, but I mean, in this case, I am. Like, he's the best defender in the game, one of the best shooters in the game, dunks the ball really well.
No, Giannis is him. Giannis is literally
as always.
Him.
He's Giannis. He doesn't get the Giannis behind the back, which is a little bit annoying. But he's Giannis. He gets the Giannis dunk animations. He gets Giannis layup.
Yeah, why does he not get the Giannis behind the back? I don't know. It's weird.
At the end of the day,
you have D-Rob at number 2. I'm really let him know what it is.
At number 2, David Robinson.
Oh, do I wish I had the tweet up right now where you were saying Marc Gasol was as good as, if not better than, David Robinson.
Specifically.
Oh, that's funny to me.
This version,
that is funny to me because you at one time said Marc Gasol was better than David Robinson. Wow. David Robinson
this version is not better than
him. I think Kevin Garnett's better than David Robinson, but I think at the primary center position, it's not even close.
Pretty much perfect stats. 61 steals is his only problem. That's his only problem. He does come with gold interceptor. You give him like quick first step.
D-Rob is literally the best.
He's never going to miss because his D-Rob release is D-Rob release. It's incredible.
It is really good.
And
I wasn't even the big fan of D-Rob at all last year, but this year he is so good.
And number 1.
Clay, I don't mind it.
I'm sticking by this. Clay.
I said it the other day. I thought he was the best card in the game.
Clay Thompson.
MVP of season 2.
Clay has everything.
Is what I said.
Clay has got the quick. He's got shifty. He's got a behind the back. He's got a Clay release on quick, which is so difficult to stop. He can fade if you're on next gen. He can dunk if needed.
Clay is literally so good.
Lads. He gets safe dunks, so he doesn't get blocked going to the basket. He's got the speed. He's got lateral. He's got steal.
He's just
the defense.
You think of Clay as a 3 and D, but yet he's the best ball handler in the game.
Like, Clay is the best point guard in the game. And you might
it's
say,
just weird with the new patch.
What do you mean? It says shooting guard. No. You run Clay as your primary ball handler with Penny Hardaway. You run Clay with a Gary Payton. Like, forget about running Steve Francis as your primary ball handler. The best primary ball handler in the game is Clay Thompson. Clay Thompson, in my opinion,
DBG's right.
There is a.
I mean, what do you want me to say? DBG's wrong? He's right.
You can argue in certain situations that there are T-Mac is better than Clay. There is no player that is, in my opinion, as much of a gap between him and the third best. There is no, like, you can have excuse, like, if you want your centers to dribble the ball, you could make an excuse to run with Mikan and Kevin Garnett. Like, there are certain excuses you can make to run other guys at other positions for everybody.
And the only reason you could say is you could maybe say T-Mac over
player,
Clay because
except for Clay Thompson. You can argue that there's 2 guys for your play style might be better. I don't think there's a play style where you can argue Klay Thompson is not a top 2 shooter.
I agree, though. I do agree.
He's, in my opinion, he's number 1. He was in, I think, every single squad in 250. He was in more squads than D-Rob anyway. He was in
because Clay's literally him.
D-Rob,
Clay is literally him.
Post-market crash, I'm pretty sure the same price, if not cheaper than D-Rob. He was in more squads than everybody.
I don't even mind it. I really don't mind it. DBG overall had a
because of
pretty
the way
good
he is
list
in game.
In general. I mean,
this card's going to be usable in March, April. Will he be great by then? No. Will there be better players by then? Obviously. But he'll still be usable. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
In general, this was a very good top 100 list. George Mikan in the top 5 was just blasphemy to me. Let me know down below in the comments. Do you guys agree, or do you guys think George Mikan's really like that? I mean, I like him. Top 20, top 15, maybe. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.